Moscow company KON has been operating on the market of food processing equipment for more than a quarter of a century. During this time, KON has designed and sold about 6,000 thermal chambers and other machines, the first of which, with the KON brand, have still successfully been operating both in our country and ex-USSR states. The General Director of KON, Mr. Alexander Yeliseyev, informed of this the honorable delegation of senior management of the Russian agriculture visiting the Agroprodmash 2016. Hello, I am Alexander Yeliseyev, the company KON. We have been producing from 1989 to 2004. This series was made on the MiG. But that was one unit, and now we make them 7-8 types. In Salute, then we manufacture them from 2007 up to 2012. Well, and then we divided a little bit into military and non-military production. According to the head of KON, in the current turbulent economic situation, the idea of import substitution and innovations proclaimed as the main goal at the highest level, the company took it suffering themselves long ago, for without it, implementation is difficult to stay on the market. The director of the company did not hide it, and to the direct question of the State Duma Profile Committee chairman Mr. Vladimir Kashin, "Tell me, what's your portfolio of orders?" He answered honestly. Of course, due to 2014-2016 market analysis, processing market dipped by 40% on the one hand, but on the other hand, we always try to be in the next 60% who did not sink. And this is largely the result of the KON has chosen, just to stay well on the market and substitute import food products, and import substitution with the help of the best foreign samples of equipment and their integration into the Russian production. You know, we have chosen a policy to attract, to pull to the Russian market the best equipment, the best technologies, whether it's from Germany, whether from Canada. For example, India has a very interesting equipment. Say, the Germans, we pulled them to integrate this very input substitution into Russia, namely import substitution of the kind to take the best. Right. And to implement here all these things. That's why at this Agroprodmash 2016, which was held on October 10-14 in Moscow Expo Center, all 151 square meters of the KON exposition rigidly obeyed in all respects to this iron logic. Thus, Mr. Yeliseyev managed to invite working at our stand Ms. Darya Kolesnikova, commercial specialist of the trade mission of the US Embassy in Moscow. Attracted by high demand of our stand by the Russian enterprises, she personally advertised our exposition and promoted the development of relations between Russian and US businessmen, inviting the Russians to work more actively with the Americans in the food sector. For its part, KON put on the stand the best world equipment so that due to a customer desire, it can be either a single unit of an already existing production or the latest and fully automated system of processing meat or fish from raw materials to the finished high-quality, original and packed product. For example, family businesses from Germany, Mado and Vakona, led by the father and his sons, Messrs. Höning, brought a variety of machines that can easily, economically, hygienically and accurately prepare feedstock, from lump of meat and fish to stuffing and emulsions. These are band saws selector and grinding machines, extruders, grinder, cutter and emulsifier in one housing, grinders, cutters of Mado, and tumblers, mixers including vacuum ones, tenderizers, mincers and injectors from Vakona. All are of the highest world class, easy to fit with the models and lines of other manufacturers. Mado and Vakona equipment is universal, and that proved Mr. Christian Höning speaking at the conference on fish processing with a speech about his machines' opportunities in this industry. Some Vacona vacuum tumblers allow to carry out salting fish up to 16 times faster than conventional methods allow. Novelty and heat of Mado in Russia are extruders, combining the several functions. One extruder is enough that a feedstock, frozen or fresh meat, within minutes of processing could go directly, for example, onto linkers for the production of sausages. Compared with conventional equipment, efficiency and financial return of the unit is twice as much and hygienic of production at many times. No one manufacturer produces such devices. At the same time, for 4 years of their production, the machines have been already operating successfully in many countries such as Japan, Italy, Poland, Mexico, Canada, Brazil, and of course Germany. Machinery of Japanese high-tech, demonstrated by its owner, Mr. Tatsuo Nakamura, naturally continues this process, representing an almost complete set for production and processing of frankfurters and sausages. Sausage line link well, meat pump stuff well, equalizer capable of maintaining the pressure of feeding stuffing to a linker in a perfect state. Already 3 of these machines constitute the main heart of the fully automated system for the production of sausages in all types of casings. Due to the bulkiness of the system in question, it was presented at the expo only in the descriptions and videos. High-tech provides the further retreatment of sausages. If desired, they can be divided one by high-speed cutter or cleaned from the casings by the automatic peeler Sabre 20, also demonstrated at the exhibition. The next, technologically and logically, go KON thermal chambers for smoking meat and fish, which we mentioned earlier. Now KON is prepared to satisfy all the requirements of both small businesses with KON 5 and KON 10, as well as medium and large enterprises by their latest series of KON 100. It's in every sense shown in the exhibition. All machines are of the best European quality at a price of 1.52 times behind their foreign counterparts. This year, KON added to this food processing chain a unit of his long-time partner, the German company Intervac, a vacuum packaging machine Intervac. The double-chamber vacuum sealer is excellent for the needs of medium and large-scale food producers. It's a highly efficient and high-capacity equipment, providing optimal conditions for the packing of finished products in the airless environment protected. Through the use of the 2 cameras, high-speed operation is achieved without loss of quality. One camera is responsible for creating the vacuum and sealing of the finished products in special packages. Second camera at the same time can be filled with the next production batch. By the way, many industrial models of Intervac are designed for usage around the clock, allowing to produce the maximum possible amount of the product. Well, and completes all this highly automated system created by KON a very efficient lift tipper backsaver in many variations, designed by the Dutch family company of brothers Brem and Ton, One Oorschot. Machines of One Oorschot is the ideal solution for rapid unloading of product from different containers. There are a dozen different models to suit all tastes and any customers who needs to empty large plastic bins, tubes or crates at a work table height, or handling dough mixing bowls, standard bins, barrels and other containers. At the expo, one of the machines, a lift tipper of beans with products weighing up to 900 kilo, personally presented Oorschot brothers. All along this technology chain, our production process can be accompanied by a unique spherical ice, the so-called liquid ice deep chill from the Canadian company Sunwell. It's indispensable in all steps, from cooling raw material without freezing and during stuffing and cooking the final product. It will be also useful for packaging, storage and transporting of any product. A truly versatile and unique technology, significantly reducing investments and costs while increasing the hygiene of the process. Thus, the liquid ice exceeds the closest to it in quality flake ice, given the complex costs at least 6 times. No wonder that Mr. Alexander Yeliseyev himself dedicated to the technology of deep chill a special presentation at the conference on fish processing. No wonder that Mr. Alexander Yeliseyev himself dedicated to the technology of deep chill a special presentation at the conference on fish processing. And apparently completely unexpected twists from meat and fish to fried, dried, frozen fruits, nuts and spices. This year, KON invited to the stand manufacturers of related equipment, the Indian company KON. KON Food Solutions is the largest high-tech company in their country, designing machines for processing, cooking, drying, freezing, compressing, etc. various tropical products, from the banal onions, garlic, potato chips and bananas to outlandish and bizarre cassava, moong, namkin, sesame and other spices. Another bold step of KON to create innovative meat and other products with exotic toppings. And another important addition. KON is not only the Moscow team. We are not alone in realizing the noble ideas of innovations and import substitution for the benefit of Russian citizens. Strategy, idea and mission of KON share and actively promote regional representatives and dealers such as Fit Food Moscow, Director Mr. Rinat Samerkhanov, and Meat Resource, Tolyatti, Director Michael Takchilkin. They personally, as well as their best employees, also attended and successfully worked on the stand side by side with the members of KON. During the work of Agroprodmash, KON received about 300 only documented applications and requests from many regions of Russia, as well as USSR countries, from Azerbaijan, Belarus, Moldova and Ukraine to the states of Central Asia. Thus, systematically and persistently, year by year, KON builds and strengthens a solid, high-performance and cost-effective chain of a fully automated universal system of group of KON, with the KON thermal chambers as the basis. So we see the realization of the idea of innovations and import substitution. Judging by the current expo and the growth of order book, we have something to get.